Okay, let's go. We have blindfolded our quarterback, so there is no chance that any one of us knows who we are picking and which, what numbers they came out to. Paul, I really want to appreciate, the fact that you put this together. Can you give us a little bit of detail and, in fact of who, you really put in as far as, what teams you had, as far as like how injuries work? Can you give us some background on that?
Yeah, so I basically took all the 32 active quarterbacks, took out Tom Brady and Matt Ryan after his retirement, or after he's not going into broadcasting, whatever the case. So I have the top 32 quarterbacks still remaining. Went ahead and translated all their stats for their season to if everyone played 17 games to kind of equal the playing field out. I know obviously there's injuries. It's not perfect. I just took everything at the base stat line. Some players like Kyler Murray, where he got hurt first quarter, he's not going to obviously have the all the greatest stats, but it's kind of the best we can do. Besides like a Madden simulation or something like that. I will say that the first player right here is Patrick Mahomes. He's the only one that played all 17 games, or one of the only players that played all 17 games, and the only one who had over 5,000 passing yards. So that's kind of our baseline. So we know kind of, obviously he's that number one quarterback. There's no real argument to that. So kind of that's where we're going to baseline everything off of that. So go ahead and I'll let y'all do the discussion and I'll add in where I see fit. But let's go ahead and go to that quarterback number 2 here.
All right, quarterback number 2 looks like he has around 66 percentile completion percentile, 4,500 yards, 29 touchdowns, quite a bit of interceptions. Some decent rushing yards, but nothing significant. More of a true, it looks like pocket passer.
Yeah, it looks like kind of sub-average in the rushing yards scaled against everybody else. I mean, obviously some are significantly higher, but yeah, he's kind of bringing up like the bottom quarter at least, roughly. Rushing touchdowns, decent or fair completion percentage. What is that? Almost, or a little over a 2-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio, averaging 3 yards a rush, which quarterback take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
I think I go B. That's what I say.
Yeah,
we can always adjust it. We can adjust it later.
Yeah, I think it's a solid B tier quarterback there. Obviously, with Mahomes, you got to give him an A or superstar, however you want to define it, man. That guy's just insane. But yeah, 66 percentile. That's to me, that's pretty accurate. I think that's a that's a solid starter in the league.
Yeah, he's got a good completion percentage. Yards, how many yards would that be per completion? A little bit over 10 yards completion. So yeah, he's moving the ball decently well.
Yeah. All right, quarterback 3. Let's see here, 68% completion percentage. Didn't throw for 4,000 yards, but solid touchdown production. A lot of turnovers though. Looks like he had 15 interceptions to his 18 touchdowns. I mean, this looks like a guy that's probably going to get replaced. Although pretty fairly accurate. I mean, I got to give him probably, I'd say a D tier with all the turnovers associated with that production.
Yeah, it's kind of 1-to-1. Like
17 rushing yards, yeah. So he's an absolute statue there as well.
Yeah. He's a real dual threat quarterback.
One rushing touchdown in there though. You cool with D there, Brandon?
D.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a D.
All right, going down to number 5 here. 381 completions, 600 attempts, 63%. 4,500 yards, 37 touchdowns, 14 turnovers, or 14 interceptions, 131 rushing attempts for 809 yards and 7 rushing touchdowns. So he's a dual threat quarterback that also has a bit of a cannon.
Yeah, good yards per completion too. Solid there.
Dude, this has to be Josh Allen, man. I got to give him S tier.
Even with that Josh Allen maybe had more picks.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was only 14.
Rating,
he definitely could have, man. But that's, I mean, to me, the dual threat ability, I mean, that screams Josh Allen. I don't know. I don't think he maybe ran for 7 touchdowns, but I know he had a decent amount of yards on the ground. But yeah, compared to the other quarterbacks, I mean, I see this being more of I'd say either, Josh Allen or potentially Lamar.
don't know if Lamar had quite as many passing yards, but where are we going to go ahead and put him?
I'm going to say S tier.
S tier.
I'm
Brandon?
between A and S. Yeah.
We'll do S. We'll do the top 5 in each.
I mean, it's solid dual threat. I mean, he's going to get it in.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to number 6 here. A little bit less, actually same completions, -1, less attempts, so better completion rating. 4,400 yards, 29 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. So again, this is spread out. So if they had, 6 within 10 games, they would obviously have more if they played all 17. So 6 for the whole season, it's pretty good. 29 rushes, 73 yards. Not really much of a dual threat kind of guy, but what do you think with those stats?
Solid touchdown to interception ratio. Very good.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Very accurate. I mean, I think anytime you can beat that 65 percentile completion percentage, I mean, that's pretty solid.
Doesn't look like they're leaving the pocket.
Yeah,
at all.
I was going to say it looks like they're.
And when they're doing it, they're just falling past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. I mean, I'd have to give this guy it's close to a B or an A. I'd say A. I'd give him an A. I think that's a solid touchdown to interception ratio and good accuracy on their part.
Yeah, I'll give it an A.
Cool. With that, I think I know who that is, and I think you'll be surprised with that one. But moving down to number 6 here, we got 345 completions off of 520, so a little higher again, going up there. 63 or 66% completion rating, 4,100 yards, 24 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Again, 184 rushes with 864 rushing yards and 14 rushing touchdowns.
With like 80% confidence, I'd say this is Lamar.
I think this is Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, actually, no.
No, you're right. You're right. This is probably
You think?
Lamar. Yeah, you're probably right. It's either
Jalen
Lamar.
Hurts though had a ton of rushing touchdowns.
Yeah,
But Lamar does too.
Yeah, but 14. I think Jalen Hurts.
the Eagles. Yeah, the Eagles are known for the
QB sneak.
The QB
I
sneak.
think
man.
the guy at row 11 might be Lamar. Honestly,
Yeah, we'll see, man. I think so too.
it's either Lamar or Fields at 11.
No, that's
but
Fields. I think that's Fields.
Anyways,
I think
we're getting ahead of ourselves.
okay.
Where are we going with here?
I got to give him probably S tier. I mean, 14
No,
touchdowns.
I give it an A. I give it an A.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even with the touchdown to
I don't know,
interception ratio?
man.
No, yeah, he's a better rusher. Shit.
I got to give him an A, man. He has his.
Yeah, I just don't want to be making it rain S tiers.
Well, we can adjust it later. We can adjust it later. It's not.
Mhm.
We're not set in stone here. Obviously, you don't want to have. We can't have too many S tier quarterbacks.
Yeah,
Half the
Right.
league's in S tier.
I like it.
When they all play 17 games, it's pretty easy.
I like it.
All right, so we got a bit of a gunslinger here. 439 completions, 643 attempts, 68% completion rating. That's pretty good. 4,700 yards, 37 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 79 rushes for 273 yards and 5 rushing touchdowns. Pretty good stat line.
Yeah, no, I probably would have to also lean towards an S tier, but I think I'm gonna go with an A.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
No, I gotta go S tier on this one too, man. I mean, this guy has solid production as far as touchdowns. I know the interceptions were there, but I mean, dude, look at that passing.
Yeah, a
completion
3 touchdown, 2
68% on
interception.
that much volume. I
But
mean,
again, like compare that to Patrick Mahomes. I mean,
Yeah.
just a couple less touchdowns.
yeah,
Obviously, a little bit less.
a little bit
it's kinda
less
similar
yards, but
rushing upside.
more accurate, man. Yeah, I probably had to give this person. It's close. I think it's.
I call it an A. I call it an A with Mahomes being the bar. I mean, he's just a step down in his rushing average, his touchdown interception ratio, his total yards. I mean, like he threw four more completions than Mahomes did, but had 400 or 500 less yards.
Yeah.
He has more picks relative to how many touchdowns he throws. I say A.
Okay. I'm good with that.
Go A plus. We know we can
All right.
bump them up if possible.
This next guy looks to be the most accurate in the class, which is pretty interesting. 42, close to 4,300 yards, 30 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. Only one rushing touchdown, close to 400 yards on the ground. Doesn't look like they're very, very, very much of a dual threat quarterback, but a very accurate one at that. I assume this is Jared Goff in my mind. I think that this guy is probably, I'm going to give him like a B plus to an A. I'm just going to lean towards A. I say A.
You think Jared Goff had 400 rushing yards?
I mean, dude.
I've never seen him run.
I mean, yeah, but it's not, special calls call for special measures, man. You got to get out of the pocket. You got to move.
Like using my same logic as last time is like Mahomes kind of is your measurement, because this guy, he's relatively similar to him, but 1,000 less passing yards on 30 less attempts. What is it? Almost a 3 touchdown to interception ratio. I go B.
Dude, I just think 30 touchdowns is a lot harder than you think.
Yeah, but you're giving him an A when we gave the last guy with 37 touchdowns and 12 interceptions, and this guy has 30 touchdowns and 11 interceptions.
I was trying to give the other guy an S. Yeah, let's get this guy a B. We'll give him a B for now, but give him a B plus. Give him a B plus for me.
His rushing's better, but his passing's like the Dollar Tree version of whoever was the guy just before him.
Dude, I looked at this for 10 seconds. I'm giving it a B. Solid accuracy, not that good touchdown to interception ratio, but nothing on the ground. Nothing on the ground. I'm gonna give this person a B
for number 10 right here.
Yeah.
I mean, they throw the ball a lot for 4,700 yards for.
Yeah, but dude, just because
reasonably accurate.
They're pretty accurate, but. I mean, did they throw the ball that much and not have 30 touchdowns? And I mean, look at dude, no ground production. I mean,
who's a check down king? That's got to be who this is.
Justin Herbert.
Dude, I think this might be Deshaun Watson. I don't know. We'll see. All right, I give this person maybe a C or B. I lean to B. 25 touchdowns is still a lot.
Right, 217 receptions, or I'm sorry, completions, 360, so less volume, only 60% completion, 2,500 yards, 19 touchdowns, 10 picks, 181 rushes for 1,200 yards.
This is Fields, and I smell that a mile away.
Yeah, I gotta give it a C, dude. I gotta give it a C or a B. What do y'all think?
C. I'm sorry. Maybe this year there's room for improvement if it's who we're thinking, but dude, based on these stats.
Yeah, 60% completion is not very, very good, but
I mean, like his yards per completion's there, but just his total yards is not there. I mean, his rushing yards are phenomenal, but
it's a running back and quarterback.
This doesn't show anybody who's a receiving core that they're throwing to, but
we'll get to that.
We're just ranking raw quarterbers.
All right,
situation obviously is included in this, but also isn't, I guess, to some extent.
D.
You're doing D on this guy? 280.
Dude, 58% on completion and percentage. That's low. I mean, touchdown and interception ratio, not really there.
He almost has equal chances to throw it to the defense. And
yeah, seriously. Honestly, I'd give this person an F. I'm going to give this person an F. I think they're worse than... Yeah.
F.
Give him an F, man.
I'll respect the rushing yards because he's getting 5-ish yards a carry, a little bit less than it. But
dude, 21 total touchdowns to 14 turnovers and 58% completion percentage. Like, that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
I think that like a threshold for completion percentage, if you can get 62 to 65, you're okay to good. If you get over 65, you're doing very, very well.
Yeah, I'll give him an F.
When we're just comparing numbers, it's a lot easier to say someone's better than the other, just purely based off of their higher or lower. Obviously, like I said, receiving core makes a big difference. If you have a possession kind of guy, it's going to help in that completion rating. But moving right along to number 13 here, 500 attempts, so had a decent amount of decent passing offense there. 67% completion, 3,400 yards, 15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. That's a lot of throwing yards for not a lot of production in my book, but also 752 rushing yards and 7 touchdowns. So
it looks like they were a red zone threat on the ground, man.
Above average passing accuracy too.
Yeah, I gotta go B here.
Yeah.
Cool B.
When they threw it, they were all right with it, but yeah, they were not bombing it out by any chance.
Touchdowns would probably be definitely higher up here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we got another gunslinger. We got 460 attempts, 300 completions, 65% completion rating, almost 3,600 yards, 18 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 48 attempts for rushing attempts, and then 138 yards, 2 touchdowns.
I gotta go
not much of a rusher.
Yeah. I mean,
See?
dude, if we gave the guy a B
Yeah.
beforehand, I mean, this person has less overall, touchdowns. This guy has more turnovers and less yards
Mhm.
overall. Yeah, I got to go C here.
And what are you gaining with him? 100 or basically 200 yards, roughly.
Yeah, I mean,
Yards
passing,
aren't going
that's
to win
so-
a game.
No,
I mean,
that's what I'm
again-
saying. That's all you're gaining, right? I mean, everything else is negative, rushing and turnovers.
yeah, I think that's got to be probably like a young quarterback or something. All
All
right.
right. And there's also no rookies in here. Obviously, they haven't played. So just to clarify that, everyone who played last season. So we have their stats. Next quarterback, 15 here. We got 350 completions off of 542 attempts, 64% completion rating, 3,700 yards, 26 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 34 rushes, 94 rushing yards, and 1 touchdown. Not a dual threat kind of guy, but scramble when need be. What y'all think?
I mean, I'd probably go B again. I
I kind of just think C.
I don't know.
Honestly,
man.
better C plus B minus. I mean, his passing is it's actually
gotta go B.
pretty equitable.
Yeah.
But less turnovers, but he throws the ball into the end zone more often. He gets more touchdowns.
I
I
got to
would
go.
say, I mean, if we gave the previous one a C, I'd say at least a B because he had on 100 more attempts, he had almost 10 more touchdowns. Like that's a pretty good conversion rate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got to go B, man. I think 26 touchdowns is harder than everyone
Yeah.
thinks. This next guy here, it looks like 60% completion is not very good. That's subpar. 18 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. 300 yards on the ground is pretty good. 3 touchdowns, that's solid. But I got to go C. I can't. Low completion percentage is not a really good thing.
Yeah,
I mean, they did throw for a lot of
can-
yards, but not enough touchdowns and too many turnovers, in my opinion.
Yeah, they can throw it a little bit, but like a 1.5 touchdown interception ratio and a little bit of rushing ability is not gonna.
Not enough to be
Yeah.
a dual threat. So
No, yeah.
I think it's C right here.
Yeah.
Right. Next one, we got 338 completions, 64% completion rating, 4,600 yards, 32 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 91 rushing yards, no touchdowns. Again, another pocket passer, pretty accurate, at least as far as the the touchdown to interception ratio. That's definitely looking good.
What are your thoughts, Brandon? I think B+.
I give it a. Yeah, I'm somewhere in the B range, B or B plus. I mean, they can pass the ball. I mean,
Yeah, and they're
Yeah,
fairly
not a huge-
accurate.
yeah, not a huge liability. I mean, it's a guy that's not necessarily going to win you games, but he's not going to cost you a game. It looks like,
Yep.
at least not on a given or an average week.
All right, up next, quarterback with not very high completion percentage off of 568 attempts, just a shy under 4,000 passing yards, 27 touchdowns and 15 interceptions, so not the best touchdown to interception ratio. Ran for only about 115 yards and had 0 rushing touchdowns. Brandon, what are your thoughts? I'm gonna lean towards a C here as well. I know that they had a lot of.
This might be strong, but I almost maybe think a D plus C minus with
I mean,
maybe C minus. I'll say C minus, given we just gave the last guy a B plus with similar passing numbers. I mean, the yardages are way different though.
I think
Shoot, what is that? 20%. Oh yeah,
that
20%
completion
lower on the
percentage.
yards ish.
Yeah, I'm with you, Paul, dude. I think the completion percentage is a turnoff in that high turnover rate. But I mean, dude, 27 touchdowns. Like, let's not discredit that. That's a significant amount.
No, I don't want to give him a B. I don't think.
No,
he
I'm in
belongs
the C.
B.
I'm in the C. I'm in the C with you, man. I'm cool with the C. I just don't know about a
'cause
C.
5
minus.
extra picks. Yeah, 5 extra picks, 700 less yards with similar attempts or completions. Yeah.
All right. Let's go right along here to next quarterback, number 19. Had a 62% completion rating on 461 attempts, 3,100 yards, 24 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 1,082 rushing yards, and 4 rushing touchdowns.
I mean, I probably
dual
gotta
threat
go,
kind of guy.
I gotta go B here.
B.
Yeah. I mean, dude, 1,000 yards, 28 total touchdowns, 9 interceptions.
Yeah.
Like, I know that I know the passing numbers aren't great. Like, it's okay completion percentage. Like, it's okay, it's good, it's all right. But I don't know. I think the
I could give a B plus. I think
yeah.
it's one of the better dual threats.
Yeah. No, I think
that's
this
a
one's
good
got to
touchdown to yard ratio is pretty nice there.
be. Yeah.
Which obviously that's not all quarterback. This could be scheme based.
Hey, B plus, B plus.
Yeah, give him a B plus.
Not bad.
Got to get them GPA points.
All right, moving right along. Got the next guy. 558 attempts, 66% completion. Right on 4,000 passing yards, 32 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Has some rushing upside with 200 or almost 300 passing or rushing yards, one rushing touchdown.
Brandon, I think we ranked someone similar to this and gave them a B plus. I think it's the same thing, man.
Here I'm looking. What is that? Row 9?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was referring to. I mean, very similar.
Is there passing yards just per yard discrepancy? Not really. Accuracy
200 yards.
Accuracy's pretty.
9's about the same. Maybe give him a B.
I gave him a
bit.
B plus, man. 32 touchdowns. That's I think that's something that we got to talk about. 30 touchdowns is very difficult to get.
Yeah. 32 on this guy and 30 on the previous, but
yeah, I'd say
percent less accurate. I mean, for every 100 passes,
yeah,
hit 3. Yeah, I could settle at B plus.
Next person, F. I don't. We don't even have to go through this, man. Again, 60%. I'll give him 61%. 3,500 yards, 19 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. Not much on the ground. I got to give him an F. That's just too many turnovers.
I agree. 17, by far the most.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I'm just actually not by far the most.
Row 12. Looking at row 12, it's either, what is it, row 21 or row
we gave him
32 is Dak. One of those two.
No, Dak had quite a bit of touchdowns, man.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the interceptions, man.
Well, we'll figure out here in a little bit.
Dun, dun, dun.
I think you'll be surprised, actually, some of the quarterbacks who get some shit and they actually turn out to be pretty good. But going on, we got 600 attempts, 400 completions, 66%, only 3,600 yards, 21 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 646 rushing yards, 4 rushing touchdowns. So he's, not super mobile, but he got some wheels for sure.
I give him a soft dual threat quarterback. I'm not going to say they're a dual threat, but like a soft one. They can get out of the pocket sometimes.
You'd buy him.
B minus. I think B minus.
Yeah, I'd give him a B minus. Next person, I'm gonna give him a D, man. I mean, I know that they've had quite a bit of volume. They're pretty good on the accuracy scale, but not a lot of yards per attempt. I mean, dude, I'm looking at this: 17 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Not much of a ground threat. I mean, I'm probably gonna have to go to a C or a D. Brandon, what are your thoughts?
Let me look. I think I'm gonna go D.
Yeah, I go D.
Yeah, I go D.
I agree. I think 4 less touchdowns, 3 more interceptions, and 500 less rushing yards.
Mm-hmm.
He also, that's next one, man. It's all blended together for me now. All right, quarterback 24, 584 attempts, 66% completion rating, 4,100 yards, 25 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, just shy of 300 rushing yards and 5 rushing touchdowns. So he's got some rushing upside, probably more of a red zone rusher kind of guy. Pretty decent touchdown to interception ratio. What do y'all think?
I'm probably gonna go B, man. I mean,
Yeah,
that's a
agree.
good touchdown to interception ratio. Got a lot of yards, really good completion percentage. Good rushing production. Yeah, I gotta go B.
Yeah, I
can
agree.
handle
Next quarterback, let's see, close to 67% completions, pretty accurate.
C
21,
all day.
yeah, 21 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, nothing spectacular, not a lot of volume. Yeah, I gotta go C. Yeah, not
2
nothing on
yards to
the
carry.
yeah, nothing on the ground game.
Definitely a bridge quarterback.
Yeah. All right,
I
let's.
was gonna say that looks like a Matt Ryan, but again, he's not in this list. So
All right,
So we'll see who it is.
He's yeah.
All right, going up next, man. We got a guy with close to 64% completion percentage, just shy of 3,200 yards, 14 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 300 yards rushing, and 2 touchdowns. Looks like this guy wasn't really given, a full loose leash. It looks like he played very safe. But I mean, I probably gotta go C or a D here. I mean, good touchdown to interception ratio, but I mean, dude, to have 448 attempts and not have that many touchdowns is not a good sign.
This is
I give him a D.
This is 17 games, 14 touchdowns in 17 games.
Yeah, I gotta go
as
D.
a quarterback.
D.
Yeah. It's got to be a first year, just someone on their way out.
67 percentile, man. That's a solid, accurate quarterback. Close to 3,800 yards. Little shot.
Good
yards,
touchdown to interception ratio.
Yeah, good touchdown interception ratio. Decent rushing touchdowns. Yeah, I'd probably got to go B.
Yeah, just off the passing. I mean, they're not much of like a rushing threat, but maybe red zone. They can go squeak it in on a sneak or something like that.
Yeah, I actually go back, Paul. Can you put a B minus? I'd say B minus just because it's just, if I'm looking at the guy above, we gave him a B for 5 rushing touchdowns and 25 touchdowns.
Yeah, but look at the
interceptions.
passing or the touchdowns to interception ratio. He's got 4 and the other guy has 2.
Yeah, but the other guy has more yards though, a significant amount more yards.
But he also had more. He also had more attempts as well.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm B minus is fine.
Yeah.
Like I said, it'll be adjusted at the end.
Okay.
Obviously, these are just numbers, and they're
A.
all
A. Gotta go A.
36.
Yeah.
I think kind of anybody over that 30 touchdown mark is going to be up there. 68% completion. I'd love to see that. Only 3,700 yards.
Honestly, I'd give him A or A plus. What are your thoughts, Brandon?
Not A plus.
Give him
Definitely
an A.
not.
Just give
A
him an
minus.
A.
I say A minus.
Okay, A minus. That'll work. They're very accurate.
That's Simon Cowell over here.
Next guy, F. 100% F.
9 touchdowns.
Nope,
11.
Nope.
interceptions.
We'll be right back with a commercial break.
Hey,
Right.
300 rushing yards though. He
Yeah,
came
off
up
of 70 attempts. Gotta give him an F. That's a replaceable quarterback. Up next, gotta give probably an F again, man. 14 touchdowns in a 17-game season. Dude, only 3,000 yards. Yeah, I gotta go F there.
All right. 62% completion, 3,500 yards, 22 to 11 interception to touchdown to interception ratio, just shy of 200 yards, 1 touchdown. It's okay. Just a mid-tier quarterback.
I mean, I'd probably go C. I just think that's average.
Yeah. It's someone you can play with, but you're not gonna. I don't think you're making playoffs with them necessarily.
I think if
Yeah.
we're directly comparing him to the next quarterback up here, I mean, I think at least C plus maybe, and then that guy gets almost 20 interceptions.
I could give this guy C plus B minus. Yeah.
All right.
Next guy for me is a D.
I'd give it a
20
D as well.
20 interceptions. Is that not F tier for you? I think it would be F tier.
No, I mean, yeah, but
20 interceptions, 23 touchdowns.
dude, if we're giving an F to a 14 and 11, dude, this guy has,
Yeah,
This
but
guy's
I
at least
think-
positive
yeah.
on.
Okay,
Give
I'll
him a
give
D
him an F.
minus.
I'll give him a D. Yeah, I was gonna say I'd go D.
D underscore.
My bad.
Next guy.
All right,
I'd probably
last
go
one
C.
here.
Let me think hard and long about this one. F. No. I think it's a D because his touchdowns, like compared to the, what is it, row 29, whoever that is, with 9 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, we gave them an F, and this guy definitely does have better accuracy when it comes to, or touchdown to interception ratio. We'll give him that. Better rushing comparatively.
Yeah, I could say D.
Yeah,
I'd
I
say
give him
solid
D.
I'd say D or C, man. It's
Nah,
probably
D.
I'd say D.
Okay.
Not very accurate. Oh, well, that pretty much wraps it up, Paul. We don't have too much time left, but just enough, I think, to reveal the quarterback names here. If you want to go ahead and list that for us.
All right.
All right. Well, we ranked all of our quarterbacks. Paul, I'm going to let you take it away. Show us what you have as far as our rankings.
All right. So we got the tier list made up from those blind rankings. They are kind of organized based on the plus and the minuses. We didn't do a whole lot of adjusting beforehand. But let's go ahead and let me know who is the most surprising here once we see this. They did not have Brock Purdy in this, so he is the GOAT Tom Brady. So just, he wasn't included in there, but
Pretty much synonymous.
all right. So like I said, Brock Purdy ended out A-. So he's going to be quarterback number 6 on our list, just based off of stats. Let's see. Let's go. The S tier quarterbacks. Obviously, we got Pat, Josh, Jalen Hurts, and these are blind. And that was a Cowboys fan.
Prescott in a C.
A Cowboys fan put him there. And then we got A tier: Joe Burrow, Jared Goff, and Brock Purdy. Obviously, Brock Purdy had a small sample size, but in this exercise, he performed pretty well. Anybody surprising to you guys?
Aaron Rodgers in B tier to some extent.
Nah, he didn't have that great of a year, man. I'm more surprised.
No, I'm saying he's like too high almost.
Yeah, I'm really surprised about Daniel Jones, dude. He had a pretty average year. I guess Jimmy Garoppolo too. I mean, he did lead the 49ers to a good solid record before getting hurt.
He had a good
Goff.
team too.
Go ahead.
He had a good team. It was carried by the team a little bit. But
Goff and pseudo Tom Brady in A tier. Those are pretty surprising to me. Also, I think S tier. I mean, I think it's pretty straightforward.
Goff had a great season.
Yeah, Goff had a really good year. Andy Dalton being a C. I mean, that's kind of funny because you kind of picture Andy Dalton as this like journeyman quarterback, potential backup option. But I mean, dude, it looks like from his numbers, man, he had a fairly good year. Yeah, I mean, again, I know y'all give me crap for Dak, the interceptions. I still think that he is much better than those play out to be, and you'll see it here in this season.
All right, I'll move him with Derek Carr. Maybe Russ. Russ played like ass. He's on bottom. All right, I think surprising to me, Kenny Pickett, F tier. Deshaun Watson, obviously he didn't play a whole lot and didn't do very well in his couple of games that he played. Baker, we know he's trash. Wentz. Mac Jones,
it's a tough one though, man. I think Mac Jones, again, when you have a defensive coordinator as your offensive coordinator, I think that kind of hurts you, man. So we'll see, dude. No, this is going to be a big year for him. It sucks though because they didn't really bring in any weapons, I'd say, for him. I mean, what they bring in Juju to replace Jacoby Myers? I mean, I think it really depends on how that offense can actually build versus, dude, using the defensive coordinator as a offensive coordinator. I don't know what the fuck Bill Belichick was thinking, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they wanted to do a lot of screens, but
I guess, dude, I don't know. That was a stupid move. I mean, dude, I think that Jacoby Brissett there as a D, I mean, dude, that's kind of tough. I think he had a decent year, in my opinion, so that's kind of surprising. I mean, Justin Fields as a C, nothing too crazy there. Taylor Heineke as a C, not very surprised. Yeah, man. I mean, I think overall the list kind of follows, what I think the true standard of quarterbacks are for this past season. Going into 2023, I'd love to see what it looks like next year. I think it's going to be pretty interesting.
Yeah. And again, that wraps up our blind quarterback ranking based solely off of statistics alone, no bias on media or team build or whatever the case may be. This is what it came out to be. Let us know if you disagree. Obviously, it's not perfect, but I think it was pretty fun. What did y'all think about it?
That was a good, unique idea.
Yeah, man, I enjoyed it.
All right, make sure to like and comment, subscribe down below. Like I said, let us know on your take on this, and we're out.
Yeah, catch y'all next time.